Yo, what up though? Can't get a signal up in this hotel, man. We're gonna try to bring it to you how we can. You know, give it to you good, just so you know we are in the building, you know. So yeah, man. Welcome. This is actually sacred. So therefore, this is a secret. Sacred. Um, Maybe I should put in my earpiece because I talk hella low. I don't know if I can do it. I'm on an iPad, hopefully. Um, this works out. Hopefully you can hear me. You never know. See if I can get closer. See if y'all can hear. Cause the signal in this joint is terrible. So high up, but let's get ready to get into something sacred, something secret. How to make $1,000,000 starting with $0. Yeah. So the first thing you have to do is you have to want it. It sounds so simple, doesn't it? But most people don't want money. That's the number one detracting from having money. Because life is all about what you want. You get what you want. So some people think money's evil. They don't want it. They don't want to be a part of it. They don't want to know anything about it. You know, they leave it to the people that that dare play, that dare try, that dare give it a chance, But money is a tool. Money is something that sits on the dresser waiting for you to decide what you need to do with it, what you wanted to do. Money is a gun. A gun doesn't kill people. People kill people. So if you want money, but you're not really ready to want. Some people don't want to have desires and wants and stuff like that. They just want to, they take it how it comes. So here's another way of looking at it, like a baby way. To consciously be able to get the things you want without actually having the guilt of it. Maybe look at it like this. Say, okay, no. Here's a different way. Here's a question: can you use $1,000,000? Can you use $1,000,000? You know, that's a good way of thinking about it. Can you use $1,000,000? What would you do with $1,000,000? How could you use $1,000,000? If you can't use $1,000,000, how much could you use? See, this is step one. This is the important part. Because again, if you want money, if you want $1,000,000, you have to kind of know what you want it for. You know, what do you want it for? You know, what could you use? What could you use 50,000 for? What could you use 75,000, 25,000 for? You know, start small, but you have to want it. So one is the want. That's the first thing. Okay. Now you identified the want, right? Hold on. It's like no signal. I'll show you where I'm at, man. Just so y'all get know. We want to. Yeah, we talk $1 million talk here. You want to know how to get $1 million. You want to kind of gotta do everything in the window. But yeah, this is the sweet life. This is what you want to have, right? So, part one, I gave that to you. That's step one. Could you use? How would you use 50,000? How would you use $100,000? Could you use 50,000? Could you use 100,000? Get that in your mind first. You don't have to. You know what I mean? Don't get freaked out about wanting money. Money is a good thing, but if you don't want it, can you use it? What could you do with it? Okay. So once you can get that part into your mind, like you look, money is not my enemy. Money is my tool. Money is my weapon. I can do anything I want to do with money. The next step is decide, hey, what do I want to do with this money? Right? So how do you decide what do you want to do with money? Huh? It's simple. You have to watch how you spend your time. See, this isn't for everybody. This isn't for everybody. This is only for the ones who are in the know. Like if you're watching this right now, either you're like, you're totally like you already paid because you're blessed to be here. This video has no tags, or either someone that is already in the know wanted you to be in the know, so they passing this information along. Okay, so part two, watch how you spend your time, people. Watch how you spend your time. Because your time, your thoughts, your energy, you have to invest that. You have to invest your time. You have to invest your thoughts. Your mind game is the most important game right now. Your mind game. How you get your mind on. You know what I'm saying? Like how do you actually like freak like your mind is important. You know? Because your mind is connected. Okay, look. God is everywhere, right? You believe in God? What God you believe in? Okay, cool. I'm sure that you believe that God is everywhere and in everything, right? So if there's nowhere God is not, and if God is in everything, right? You believe that, right? Then God is in you, right? So boom, God is in you. Okay, cool, right? So now you have to think like that. That's the way for the Christian, the religious person, that God is in everything, right? But just say hypothetically, you um you believe in you a little more different thought. You got the advanced thought. You believe in the source. You believe in the universe, all oneness, right? You already advanced, right? So okay, cool. We're gonna play both planes today because everybody here is about to be a millionaire. So the whole hook with that is that you have to know that your mind is the only way that you're going to make money. Is the only way that you're going to be successful. Is the only way that you're going to have abundance is in your mind. Like no one knows abundance for you. You're the person that determines what success is for you. Now, your time. This is the this is the most important part because this is the best part. That's why you're here because now you're going to be totally investing your time. Like right now, you're about to make $1 million. You got to turn off anything that will make you an accessory to a crime. You know what I mean? You don't want to have anything that's going to distract you, that's going to involve you in a mental or even if it's a movie, where they robbing a bank. If it's a song where she fighting with her boyfriend. You know what I'm saying? All of that is you spending your time wasting it. Now that you, because the first part is to identify that you want money and what that you could use some money and what you would use that money for. So now, money, that thing that you would do with the money, not the money in particular. The money will come. The things will manifest itself. But the most important part is to identify that. Okay, back at it, Craftmatic. Number three, now that you identify the number, the sum, it might be 1 million, it might be 50,000, it might be 100,000, it might be 500,000, whatever that number is. You might not have to just jump to the million. You could just think about how much you need to start. And then, once you start practicing this stuff and you start getting all the stuff you want, you're going to see $1 million is nothing. Like, it doesn't even matter because you get everything you want. $1 million is just cash somewhere that you got to look at. You know what I'm saying? But everything you want, money in the bank, you know, cars, clothes, trips, traveling, loved ones, family taken care of, all of that starts in your mind. So number three, you've identified the money. You've identified two, you decide to invest your thoughts, your mind, wisely, right? You want to invest your mind wisely. You're not just gonna think about anything. Right? Okay. So how do you do? So what do you think about? You spend your time imagining. Your imagination is how the thing works. That's where it works. You got to think about you in the end. Invest your time sitting there in the end. You wanna drive a boat, speedboat, do donuts like the kids out there. Sit in your living room. Imagine yourself in the end, riding a boat. Or no, imagine yourself getting off the boat and how good it felt to see. Like, you have sometimes when you get really advanced, you can save all of it, save yourself the time. Like, go to the end. Like, you can, drive the car and get the thrill, but you can, park the car in your garage. You dig what I'm saying? This is how life works. That's the problem with rappers. That's the problem with rappers, and the calamity that they find themselves in is that they speak that shit into existence. They create their own demise. The problem with these actresses, they get into these characters and they start creating their own demise because, again, it's how you spend your mind space. Your mind is the playground for the universe. Your mind is the center of divine operations. So your mind is the center of divine operations. Your imagination is the playground for the universe, is the playground of the source, is where you get to have the fun. That's where you do it. You do it first in your mind. When you're doing it in real life, you're in action. You're not even really doing it. Like, if I tell you what time it is right now, and that time has already passed. The fun is when you do it the first time, and that's in your mind. You bring it into life and action, and bring it into action. Actualization is just a part of what you do once you get that dope. Actualizing $1 million is what you do once you get that dope. But it's easy. Just test yourself. See if you're holding to the faith. Like, there's no one out here that can supply you with anything that you don't have. You don't need money because money ain't nothing. Money ain't nothing. Money comes to those who deserve it, those who desire it. That's it. You might not want to get robbed. You might not want people looking at you in your car, people trying to follow you home or whatever, and you don't want fake friends, you don't want fake girls and fake all this stuff that's holding you back from using your powers for good. Yep. All of it is very easy. Use your playground. You can sit there. You can decide. You have to imagine your desires. You don't know what you want until you think about it. Once you think about it, then it becomes reality. The reality is in your mind first. You living it, you enjoying it is done because you thought about it. If you don't take the time to see yourself there, take the self time to count it, like sit down and close your eyes, walk up to the ATM, type in your PIN number in your mind now, do a balance check, and look at the number that you want to see in your bank account. You know that number. When you put that number in and you do check, see that number. That's how you spend your time. You spend your time thinking about you enjoying your desires. You have to want it. You have to want it. It's yours. Any religion that you can think of, I can show you where they say something like, "I will give you the desires of your heart." But dog, you gotta want it. That's it. That's it. I am is the solution. I am is the key. Now I am is being in action. Once you get good at this, you'll be like, this is the trick. The trick is to know that what you see is yours. Like, you only have your thoughts. You don't have anyone else's thoughts. You don't. Those thoughts are sent and made directly for you. They're created for you and no one else. They're yours. So those thoughts are made to come true. You gotta actualize them. You gotta hold true and fast to those thoughts. Though it may be long, it is sure. You gotta hold fast. It's nothing. See, the thing about it is, like, the adventure of gaining this knowledge, this key to being able to get anything you want, is not knowing it. Having all the fun of struggling and working and fighting to get to the point where, bow, I popped the game. The game is popped. Now all you have to do once the game is popped is be a witness. Spread the word. Let the people know. Let this mind be in you, because it all starts in your mind. You are the mind. Your mind is connected to the source of all things. Can you admit that we live in the universe? If this is the universe, in the word una, verse coming from the Latin una versus, meaning one, versus set against. So one set against itself. This is one thing. This is all you. You're here to trick yourself. But we're going to get more into that another time, about why you're here. But today, we're here to test yourself. We're here to test yourself. We're here to get good at being able to manifest, being able to actualize, being able to be I don't want to put too much on you, but being able to be connected with the source. And the way you connect with the source is through your mind, through the center of the divine intelligence located inside of your mind. Spend your time wisely, people. Take time to imagine. Let your imagination run wild. That's how you get to live the dream.